Here we are again on the Docklands Light Railway, where we have no driver. We are now at the front of the train, where I'll sit down. No one else on it yet. Okay, so I'm up in London with my son, who's there. He's taken me to see Doctor Who Time Fracture, the Doctor Who immersive experience. We're scheduled to go in at 1:30 for 2.5 hours of fun and recording. So here we are heading towards the Doctor Who experience. As you can see, there's some idiot in a red beret who's meant to be a member of UNIT or some such, and we shall enter in and see what this is all about. So here we are outside the doors of UNIT, Doctor Who Time Fracture, London. Okay, so we're out from Doctor Who Time Fracture. We'll have a little chat about it when I get home. My son took me, who's here beside me. So thanks to him, that was a birthday present for me. That was fantastic. And now I'm going to go and have a look in the CEX and Forbidden Planet, places like that. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so I am approaching the Disney store. I'll have a little look around the Star Wars and Marvel section, which is upstairs. This is the Disney store on Oxford Street. And Doctor Who Time Fracture was literally just around the corner from here by Bond Street Station. Nice big Lego Thor. R2-D2. Sale figures. Shang-Chi. Oh. What is it, son? What are you looking at? Like that, that's nice. Okay, so I'm just approaching the CEX. We'll go in, we'll take a look, see if they've got anything. It's the one with all the crap outside. All the crap's from somewhere. Computer Exchange, CEX. Let's go and take a look. £4. Especially we did Buck Rogers. 40 quid. Wow. £6 for that now. Cheap. It's come right the way down. TV. Picked up from that the other day, but it was cheaper than that. Joy, Elephant Man. Blu-ray bit. Spectre. Casino Royale, £3.50. That's for about 50p once. Bill and Ted, £22. Enemy Mine, fantastic film. Loads of Ghostbusters. Harry and Henderson, £18. Wow. Hardware, 35th anniversary, £35. Wow. Whoops. Drop that. £30 now. Lots of Harry Potters. The King's Man, still got to get that. On 4K. Punisher Collection, £8. £8 Supergirl. Tremors 2. So yeah, let's quick look around just the Blu-ray bit. Oh, they've got Disney and animation in our own section. Sarah Jane Chronicles, £25, season 4. Is that out of print or something? Wow. Okay, so that's just a quick look around that CEX. Obviously there is the other one nearby, but I'm not going to it today. I'm not going around all the shops like I would normally. But now I'm going to go off and have a look in the Forbidden Planet. Have a look at what they've got in there. Have a little bit of video. On the shelves. Let's go. It's a bit windy, a bit blowy. We are in the Forbidden Planet. We'll have a quick look around. Some t-shirts there. Interesting. Postcards free set. Interesting. T-shirts. Doctor Who stuff. Star Trek t-shirts. Star Trek Voyager. Glue and paint, I hate that. Violator. Sauce.
Oh, nice.
Mossman. $9.99, not bad. Turtles versus Cobra Kai sets. There's some Multiverse, Marvel Legends figures. Astral Form, Doctor Strange.
So, boys, Arlo, you've got to concentrate. I'm going to look over here and press it now. I want you to look for a present. It's Sarah Neutro, and it's 10 pounds.
Right, the Funko Pops down there. £90 for that set of Gremlins. Wow. $14.99 for Brain Gremlin.
Yeah. If I was to get anything, it would be honest. That is pretty funny. Where did the Charlie go? All out.
Star Wars figures.
Oh, cool. Yeah, fine. I was just going to ask a question.
He-Man toys.
I'm thinking, you know, sort of retro.
Castle Grayskull.
But, you know, like, the crowd that, because I'm quite like little that type of thing. But,
Oh, yeah, Darkness.
you like, for instance, like Transformers. No.
Turtles.
Hey?
Turtles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know that. I'm just like, comment.
Okay, so I'm outside the Forbidden Planet. Go in and take a look, see what they've got in there. So have a look in the window first. Batman. Is that a Tron thing? I saw that last time. £750 for that Mandalorian and Grogu. That's nice. Superman. Okay, so yeah, obviously this day out in London. Now that was yesterday as I'm filming this, because I was knackered by the time I got out. I was shattered. Yeah, as you saw, my son took me to see Time Fracture for my birthday. Doctor Who Time Fracture. I did pick up a show companion for it with a lovely lenticular like cover. Yeah, so this is all about time fracture, and it was interesting because I didn't really know what to expect from it at all. Well, my brother told me some stuff about it, and basically it's a play, essentially a stage production, a theatrical production, but it's immersive and you're part of it. So you go in, you're met by a scientist, you're in the unit HQ, you establish what's going on about this time fracture and this sort of a thing. Then you go into this massive big room where there's all computer consoles around the sides, and there's these two rings on the wall that are sort of illuminated, and they look a bit like Stargates, but they're the time fracture where you go through and this sort of a thing. And then when you go through there, you're sort of split into groups, and there's loads of different sort of room areas that you can go into, and one with like one where like a royal wedding's taking place. You've got like the Torchwood headquarters that split into two, like old time and modern day, because of the fracture in time that split it. There's a room with like a pig guy selling stuff off, not selling literally, but for the context of the story that you're involved in. And there's actors around you playing stuff out. There's Leonardo da Vinci's room, which is through a fireplace, and all this wonderful stuff going on. There's like a seer in there who sort of predicts the future, and all this stuff. There's a nude guy but my brother told me that when you're in there, don't stick with one story element, don't stick with your group, just go and mingle, leave one room, go to another. You'll get the story by the end of it when it all comes together, otherwise you're going to miss stuff. So we've done that, we walked around, so we didn't really know what was going on story content at this point, but you know, we got to see a Cyberman, there was a Clockwork Man, we didn't see him, only saw his sort of corpse being carried out after an event of something. We saw everything that was in there to be seen, the Torchwood stuff. I saw Davros, saw, you know, Dalek in there with Davros and this sort of thing. And it was all very good, very good. And then you're led out of there, and then you're led into this sort of, it's like you're meant to be on a sort of starship or something, and they're serving drinks. So it's like an interval, but there's still stuff going on during the interval, and you can buy drinks and that sort of a thing. A little bit of action going on around you, and then you enter into this darkened corridor, and it all goes dark, and then you get the weeping angels, and the lights go off, and every time the lights come on, the weeping angels are that much closer to you, and this sort of thing. All very good, very good. And then in the end, you're in the sort of Doctor Who, like on Gallifrey, the Time Council and all this sort of a thing, and they're trying to revive Rattalon, and this is the story coming into play. There are bits where you've had what's her name, the new Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, film some scenes to be on the TV, and same with David Bradley as the first Doctor and this sort of a thing. And at the end they do a thing with all the Doctors and voiceovers to give you a bit of a nostalgia feeling and this sort of thing. But the whole thing, it lasts for about 2 hours 15 minutes, 2.5 hours, but you are stood the whole way through because you're walking through. There's no element of sitting or anything like this to watch. It's all very interactive. Unfortunately, some photos and video footage isn't allowed. They allowed us to take some photos at the end, like in front of the TARDIS, and I've got one with one of the actors, in front of one of the rings with my son, but I did sneak a few video footagey bits in. I did try and sneak stuff in, but not a lot. But it was a very good time. It was a very good time. My son enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was a laugh. You know, I find it very difficult to get into theatrical productions. You know, theatre is not for me. I just see them as being people in costume as opposed to when I watch a film. So I find it very difficult. But it was very good. It was a great time. It was a laugh. And I thank my son for that as my birthday gift. That was amazing. It's something I'm not going to forget. Yeah. But anyway, so then obviously I went to the shops and that sort of a thing. So let's take a quick look at what I picked up. So I'm going to quickly head outside. So yeah, I didn't pick up too much. I picked up a film, obviously, and I picked up 2 books from the Forbidden Planet. So the first book I picked up was Aliens, the set photography behind the scenes of James Cameron's 1986 masterpiece. Yeah, and this is a hardback book like that. It usually retails at 25 quid, and they had it for a tenner. So I couldn't resist getting it for, you know, Aliens. I love Aliens. As you know, I've got a full-size xenomorph head. I don't know if you've known that. You may have seen it in the background at some point or not. But yeah, full-size xenomorph head. And yeah, so that's the book on Aliens, which is fantastic for a tenner. I'm very pleased with that. Not only that, I picked up another Alien book, and this one is The Art and Making of Alien Covenant. But, you know, but this one was only £2.99, reduced from 30 quid. At £2.99, you'd be silly not to pick it up, really. Regardless of your thoughts on the film, it's, you know, I'm sure it's going to be a really lovely book. You know, so that's really nice. And then I picked up in a CEX for £8 the 4K Blu-ray version of The Shape of Water, Guillermo del Toro's movie. Brand new looking, slip ain't got no thingies on it whatsoever, so I'm very pleased with that one for £8. Yeah, so that was it. Those were my pickups. Now, unfortunately, I missed out on meeting Jimmy Boy. He was actually up there in the Forbidden Planet over at Jimmy Boy's Movies. He was up there in the Forbidden Planet at this, well, sort of a similar time as me. And ironically, he found that book section where the cheap books are, and he picked up, well, he'd probably shown one of his videos, but you'd have thought I'd have gone with him. But there you go. I'll leave that as a surprise. Go and visit his channel, check that out. And you might see what he's picked up. He'll probably do a video on it, no doubt. And then, yeah, but Time Fracture, I highly recommend it if you get the opportunity to go. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so anyway, this is AJ. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, come and join the channel, notification bell, leave me a comment, all that stuff. And yeah, anyway, this is AJ. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.